Hello everyone, I am Soujit Kumar. Welcome to my channel. Today's lecture is on about Euglena nutrition. Along with nutrition, I will also discuss about the respiration of Euglena. As in my previous video, you have watched that I have discussed about its locomotion, reproduction, and some of these general characters. Today's video is the last video of the Euglenas, and it is about nutrition and respiration. So before starting the today's lecture about the nutrition, Euglena nutrition, some of the important topic we should know about it, which is also present in the main topic. Some important points that is about autotrophic, photosynthesis, chlorophyll, chloroplast. As you have know that autotrophic means an organism that manufactures its own food from inorganic substance such as carbon dioxide, ammonia by using light energy. Light energy means you can take the main source of light energy is sun. This sun. The main source of light energy is the sun. Example is that green plants, certain algae, and photosynthetic bacteria. That autotrophy, you can know that the organism that manufactures own food without depending on the other organism, it can produce its own food within its body, within its body system, by using inorganic substances such as carbon dioxide, ammonia, by using light energy, means that is the sun. Example is green plants, certain algae, and photosynthetic bacteria. Now the photosynthesis, it is very common topic which is we have learned from the lower classes. Photosynthesis. The photosynthesis is the process by which green plant and some other organism use sunlight to synthesize nutrients from the carbon dioxide and water. Photosynthesis in a green plant generally involve the green pigment, that is the chlorophyll. If there is no chlorophyll in the green plant, then the photosynthesis cannot occur, and it generates that with the help of this photosynthesis and chlorophyll, the green plant generate oxygen as their byproduct. It is very simple. Now the chlorophyll, that is a green pigment, whichever discuss about that in a photosynthesis in plants generally use this green pigment, that is chlorophyll, then only the photosynthesis occur, and then the green it generate oxygen. That chlorophyll is that chlorophyll is a green pigment that gives a green color in the plant and absorb the sunlight. That chlorophyll, you have that chlorophyll is a green pigment, okay, so understand it is a green pigment that gives a green color in the plants. You have noticed that the leaves, some of its plant stem, also the green color, that are the presence of the green pigment, that is chlorophyll. Without chlorophyll, the green color cannot be present in the plants, so it gives green color to the plant, and the main function is that of this chlorophyll is to absorb sunlight. Then only it is the one that chlorophyll absorbs sunlight, and the sunlight is the main source for the production of the food in the plant. Without sunlight, the plants cannot make their food by using that photosynthesis, and to use that sunlight, this chlorophyll absorb that sunlight. It is function to absorb the sunlight and provide green color to the plant. Now chloroplast. Chloroplasts are the plant organelles that convert light energy into relative stable chemical energy via photosynthetic process. As that chlorophyll absorb the sunlight, that sunlight or the light energy will be converted into the chemical energy via photosynthetic process by chloroplast. The chloroplast, the main function is to present a plant organelle, that are plant organelles that convert the light energy which is absorbed by the chlorophyll, convert it into relatively stable chemical energy via photosynthetic process. It is the function of a chloroplast. Now these are some important points. Now let's start our main topic, that is about the nutrition of Euglena. The nutrition of Euglena is holophytic and saprophytic. In two ways they take the foods, holophytic and saprophytic. First we should know about what is holophytic. Holophytic means the chief mode of nutrition in Euglena is holophytic, or we can say autotrophic. That is like green plants. Like green plants means it can manufacture its own food. It can manufacture its own foods in the presence of sunlight by the process of photosynthesis with the aid of chlorophyll present in the chloroplast. I hope you have understood up to this much that the chief mode of nutrition in Euglena is a holophytic or autotrophic. Holophytic or autotrophic means holophytic is also like that of the autotrophic, in which that green plants, like green plants, it can manufacture its own food. Autotrophic or holophytic nutrition means that it like a green plant and it can manufacture its own food in the presence of sunlight by the process of photosynthesis with the aid of chlorophyll present in the chloroplast. As the chlorophyll absorbs sunlight, and that sunlight will be converted into chemical energy by the process of photosynthesis by the chloroplast. It is the process. Now the chlorophyll absorb I have said that the chlorophyll absorb energy from sunlight. With this energy, the chlorophyll absorb energy from the sunlight. With this energy, water react with carbon dioxide. The water will react with carbon dioxide, that is H2O. H2O will react with carbon dioxide. CO2 will react with carbon dioxide in a series of steps, forming a hexose sugar. It forms a hexose sugar. A sugar will be produced when this chlorophyll absorb the sunlight, and with this energy, water react with water means H2O will react with carbon dioxide in a series of steps, step by step, forming hexose sugar, or can I sugar, hexose sugar. Now this this is then transferred into a kind of polysaccharide called paramylon. This is then this hexose sugar is then transferred. It is transferred into a kind of polysaccharide. The name of that polysaccharide in which the hexose will be transferred is called paramylon. Now paramylon, what is the paramylon? You should know that the paramylon is a carbohydrate similar to starch. It is like a starch. It is a carbohydrate similar to starch. A starch which is present in potato, some like food, that it is similar to that of the starch. It is a carbohydrate. Paramylon is a carbohydrate similar to starch. What is the function? It is like a storage polysaccharide found in Euglena. It is used like a storage. It is stored. It is like a storage polysaccharide. It store everything, food material, sugar. It storage. It functions to store. So it is like a storage polysaccharide found in Euglena. The present in Euglena, only found in Euglena. This paramylon only found in Euglena. Now this is about holophytic nutrition. Now next is saprophytic nutrition. Now saprophytic nutrition means as a holophytic we have learned, it is like a autotrophic, means it will be work only in the presence of sunlight. Means when the sunlight is present, then the holophytic nutrition will be work. You can see when the sunlight is present, then it is holophytic. Means it is like autotrophic, present of sunlight, then it can produce this food or sugar. Now if there is a night, means prolonged dark, there is now should know about the saprophytic nutrition, that in prolonged darkness, means in absence of sunlight. Listen carefully, that in prolonged darkness means absence of sunlight, means there is no sunlight. Then there is a no sunlight, means in prolonged darkness means there is a no sunlight. Euglena loses its chlorophyll. That time when there is a absence of sunlight or prolonged darkness, then that Euglena loses its chlorophyll. The chlorophyll will be lost at that time. When the sunlight is not, chlorophyll will be lost, and the green color, as chlorophyll will be lost, then green color will be lost, because chlorophyll is the green pigment which gives a green color. So if the chlorophyll will be lost and the green color will be lost, why chlorophyll will be lost? That there is if there is no sunlight or prolonged darkness, that time what will be happen? How it get its own, how it get the food, that it becomes etiolated, that is becomes pale or white. It becomes pale in color or white in color, yet it continues to live and perform all the life activities. In your mind, the question will be arise that if there is no sunlight, and we have learned that in a holophytic there is a present sunlight and it can produce its own food. But in saprophytic, how it can be alive? There is no sunlight, no chlorophyll, no sunlight. How it can get their food? It can be died also. It can arise in your mind, but see that it becomes etiolated, that is become pale or white, yet it continues to live. It will be live. It will not die. It will be live and perform all the life activities. It will live and perform all the life activities. Okay. How? In the absence of the sunlight. Now you will understand properly that how it will live if there is no sunlight. In the absence of sunlight, Euglena live by saprophytic or saprozoic method, which means the product of decaying organic substance dissolved in the surrounding water are absorbed through its general body surface. Means as in the absence of sunlight, Euglena will be live like a live by saprophytic or saprozoic method. Saprophytic or saprozoic method means that the product of decaying organic substance. If there something is decayed or died, any kind of organisms are died in the water means surrounding the water means decaying organic substance dissolved means decayed and dissolved in the surrounding water are absorbed. That decaying organic substance will be absorbed as it is dissolved in surrounding water, that are absorbed by Euglena. How it will be absorbed? Through its general body surface. The permeable, that it can be absorbed. General body surface. It seems that Euglena secrete digestive enzymes that are typically animal-like in nature. Means as it take the decayed organic substance which is dissolved in the surrounding water, absorbed through its general body surface. As it is entered to the Euglena's body, inside the Euglena body, it need to be break down in small particles. That food will need to be break down. The breakdown of that food, the enzymes will be required. What kind of enzymes? Digestive enzymes will be required. So Euglena secrete digestive enzyme that are typically animals like in nature. How? As the animal secreted, as animal take its food, it enter to its from mouth to esophagus, then stomach. At the stomach, the hydrochloric acid will be present, digestive enzyme will be many present, so that will break down it in smaller particles. Then it enter to the intestines. Then after absorption of water, then it will be released out. In the same that when the food will be present at that time, when the food is present in the stomach of the animal, at that time some enzyme, digestive enzyme will be released by the animal stomach of the body. That like that only, that Euglena also secrete digestive enzymes that are typically animals like in nature. In nature means same function to break the food particles. But in a holophytic, there is no need any kind of digestion. It is like fully of plants like. But saprophytic, in short, I will explain you that holophytic is like a plant. How the plant will produce their own food and they take it for their energy purpose. When there is no sunlight, the Euglena will be continue to live, and they will live like a saprophytic or saprozoic method, in which the decaying organic substance which is present in the surrounding water will be absorbed through its body surface. After entering to the body surface, after entering the body, inside the body, Euglena secrete digestive enzymes that are typical like animals like in nature. Means it main function to break the food part, that and digestive enzyme will be break the food material in a smaller particles after the absorption are taken, and which help for its energy purpose, and it can fulfill its energy. It is the nutrition of Euglena, holophytic and saprophytic. Now respiration. Now respiration means Euglena respire with the help of free oxygen dissolved in water, which diffuses in through the pellicles. This oxygen brings about an oxidation reaction catalyzed by enzyme present in mitochondria. As a result of oxidation reaction, water and carbon dioxide are formed as a byproduct. In sunlight, carbon dioxide is utilized photosynthesis, but in dark it is liberated to outside by diffusion through the general body surface. I will explain it. First, known diffusion is defined as the movement of individual molecules of a substance through a semi-permeable barrier from area of a high concentration to an area of a low concentration. Diffusion also you have learned in the lower classes. I have written in simple language. It is very helpful to you to understand. Now, oxidation reaction is a chemical reaction in which oxygen is added, or we can say hydrogen is removed from the elements. It can be molecules also, or a compound. Elements, molecules, or a compound. Now, back to our topic, that respiration. It is diffusion, and I hope diffusion and oxidation reaction you have understood, which is also present in this respiration pair. Now, Euglena respire with the help of free oxygen dissolved in water. The oxygen which is dissolved in water, Euglena take that oxygen. How? Which diffuses in through the pellicle. That oxygen which is present dissolved in the water, that diffuses means as you can know, diffusion means movement of molecules of a substance from through a semi-permeable barrier from an area of higher concentration to an area of lower concentration. If the Euglena is present in the water, the pressure or the concentration present in the inside the Euglena is lower than the concentration present the outside of the Euglena. So that oxygen will be diffuses from that higher concentration to the lower concentration inside that of the Euglena, and main thing through the semi-permeable barrier. And in Euglena, the semi-permeable barrier is pellicles. Through the pellicles it diffuses in that oxygen. Now this oxygen brings about oxidation reaction. As the oxygen is dissolved in water, so this oxygen brings about oxidation reaction. Oxidation reaction means in a molecule adding of oxygen, or you can say removal of this hydrogen is removed, and that oxidation reaction is carried out or catalyzed by enzyme present in mitochondria. The enzyme which is present in mitochondria helps in the catalyze that oxidation reaction. Now, as a result of oxidation reaction, water and the carbon dioxide are formed as a byproduct. As a result of this oxidation reaction, water and the carbon dioxide are formed as a byproduct. In sunlight, this carbon dioxide is utilized photosynthesis. In photosynthesis means in the presence of sunlight, the carbon dioxide will be utilized or used for the process of photosynthesis. But in the dark, means in the absence of sunlight, it is liberated outside by diffusion through the general body surface. Diffusion means again this lower concentration to higher concentration through semi-permeable membrane. Means in the sunlight, this Euglena use the carbon dioxide for the photosynthesis, and oxygen will be removed as a generated as a byproduct. At the present sunlight, it is like a holophytic or autotropic. Now when this sunlight will be absent in a dark, it is liberate, this carbon dioxide will be liberated outside, and oxygen is taken at that time, and by the process of this diffusion through the general body surface. This is the respiration in Euglena. I hope you understand today lectures. If there is any kind of doubt, you can ask me in comment box. I will solve it. So if you like today's video, please give a like, comment and share with your friends.